It ain't easy being king. Yeah, you remember that. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment. A number of years ago, we produced a King of the Mayans tournament featuring the 32 best Mayan characters, patched Mayan characters that is, and it took place over a few months, and now this is it in all its glory in the one place. Every single round, every single battle, every single fight, till we find out who the one true king is. It's probably going to be one of the guys on the thumbnail, spoiler alert, but sit back, relax, and let's go down memory lane, baby. Till next time, I'll hear yous later on.
Let the king of the Mayans commence.
Forget about the three kings, we're going to narrow it down to just one king. Who is going to be the number one? Who's going to take the top seat at the table? Who is going to be el numero uno and claim that top President King throne? We've got 32 Mayans from various charters. They're going to be competing against each other in a knockout style tournament, and whoever obviously wins the last 32 match goes into the 16, and they'll meet somebody from a different bracket. We've got 32 Mayans in total, and we'll keep going on and on and on until we get a winner. We'll be putting polls up every night. The poll will last for approximately 24 hours. You have to vote between the two matchups, which one you prefer, which one you think is the better Mayan, and whether you base that on who's the better fighter, or who's smarter, or who's more fit to lead, or who's more knowledgeable. It's like a combination of all those things. So there's not one particular thing we're basing it on. Like, somebody might be a better fighter than somebody else, but the other person could have better attributes elsewhere.
It could be as simple as who you like more, who's a better character, or who you hate, damn it.
Yeah, I mean,
default.
I mean, it could be useless. I mean, it could be like Steve, and he's absolutely useless, but, you know, you actually like him as a Mayan, so you want to put him in there. So, I mean, it really depends. If you prefer him, then you vote him, right? It doesn't really matter. It's entirely up to you. Whoever gets the most votes out of the two, they will advance to the next round, and whoever gets the least amount of votes, they'll be out. They'll be meeting Mr. Mayhem. Boom. Bullet to the head, and they'll be gone. So, quickly here, going to run through the entire list of participants for this tournament. Going to go in order that they were drawn, and of course this draw was randomised. So if your favourites are meeting early on, then apologies, but shit happens. So we're going to go in no particular order. All club members, all patches, all prospects. So there you go. We've got Nestor, Angel, Flacco, Taza, Chepe, Gilly, Rafi, Marquez, Ramos, Ibarra, Pavia, Riz, Easy, Lobo, Medina, El Palo, Ticker, Gaeta, Jinx, Kanchi, El Padrino, Manny, Steve, Diaz, Handlebar, Dondo, Bishop, Creeper, Isai, Hank, Bones, and Coco. And you might be wondering, who the fuck are some of these names? Well, you know, I had to ask myself the same thing, but a quick Google search, you'll get a couple of photos and you'll be like, that's him that appeared for 2 seconds and we never seen again.
Google search, because you know what? See beside their name, the ones that are less known, we'll put in brackets what they are, what their rank is, and boom, good night. Because we're great, aren't we?
And what episode they appeared for in 5 seconds. So with that said, guys, let's let the tournament commence. The first matchup will be happening tonight. And as we previously said, it will be Nestor, newly acquired. What?
He's been promoted for the job squad at Galindo, and he's into the Mayans.
Well, it's not really promotion in the Mines, is it? It's just
no. I didn't say it was
the new acquaintance, the new member, the new prospect, Nestor, and he'll be
taken under Alvarez's wing,
and he'll be taking on long-term member. He'll be taking on Mayans MC, fucking legend. Mayans MC, main offender, Angel, Easy's brother. So we'll see who wins that. I'll put the poll up in approximately the next hour. And is it going to be Nestor, or is it going to be Angel that makes it into round 2? But anyway, guys, that is it. Make sure you leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you in the next one. But until then,
peace. Si, senor. I need to know your loyalties, Lias.
The King of the Mayans MC tournament round 1, matchup 1 is officially over, and we seen where your loyalties lied, and they lied with the brother of Easy, the stupid brother of Easy, as Kanchi would call him, Angel, coming out on top against Santa Padre's new prospect Nestor, and Angel coming out with a whopping 77% of the vote. Angel then moves in to round 2, where he will take on tonight's competition. He will take on either Flacco or Taza, and he eliminates Nestor. As we've seen in episode 4, there appeared to be some beef between Angel and Nestor. Angel wasn't happy that Nestor was brought into the club, and he is the new prospect, and I guess Angel has got some sort of revenge here by knocking out Nestor in our King of the Mayans MC tournament. Overall though, I actually voted for Nestor, but it seems like I was in the minority here, because like I said, a large portion of you guys voted for Angel.
Well, realistically, right, anyone with a brain cell votes for Angel. Nestor's just in the club, through the back door, no puns intended. How can he be the king of the Mayans?
Did he come in through, did he use the same entrance as Taza?
Oh, well, that's up for debate. Maybe Taza's going to avenge him by taking Angel through the back door.
Mate, but who did you vote for then?
I voted for Angel.
Did you? Oh well, I voted for Nestor.
Well, you and your 23%, get your ass on out of here, jabroni.
Yeah, so there you go, Angel winning, pretty big percentage. I mean, kind of sad to see Nestor go. I mean, Nestor, you could argue, he didn't get the easiest draw here, did he?
There's no easy way out.
I mean, there was easier round 1 ties than this, like.
No, he gets shafted.
I mean, Nestor here did come in. He came in and he got put up against Angel, and Angel took him out. So there you go, guys. First round, King of the Mayans tournament. Angel survives. Angel moves on in to round 2. Nestor meets Mr. Mayhem, or whatever the Mexican version of Mr. Mayhem is. Camasots your ass on out of here, Nestor. Goodbye, Nestor. He needs to go back now and work for Galindo, because his time as a Mayans MC member is done. Angel's into the next round, and like I said, we will have Flacco versus Taza up next, so make sure you check the community page. Make sure you keep your eyes open for the vote. The poll will be posted in probably about the next 10-15 minutes, so get voting. The 2 options are Taza and Flacco, and for all of you wondering who the fuck is Flacco, Flacco is the guy that put the hit, or carried out the hit on Easy, should I say.
He's the guy that shot him in episode
4 of season 3.
Episode 5 of season 3.
Yeah, and then obviously when at the end of episode 6, he was, I guess, making his way back in the passenger seat of the car, trying to go back to Stockton, and that is when he got assassinated by Santa Padre on his escape. So that's it. Flacco versus Taza up next. But for this one, it's Angel that comes out on top. It's Angel that goes into round 2. And yeah, guys, we'll catch you next time. Make sure you keep voting, and we'll soon crown a king of the Mayans. But until then,
I need to know your loyalties lie, Jefe.
And where do your loyalties lie? Flacco or Taza? The results are in for the second match of the first round of the Mega King of the Mayans MC tournament that we're hosting here on Fog Entertainment. The 2 participants were Flacco and Taza, and just like the first matchup, it was a pretty convincing win. Now, people did say, who the hell is Flacco? Well, let me tell you, he's a guy that appeared in one episode and he died in the next, so that might explain why he only got 25% of the vote. And Taza, the guy that takes it up the ass, got 75% of the vote. So, yeah, I didn't expect Taza to win by such a large margin, but he's done it. He's defeated Flacco. Whether it was a fluke or not, Taza has safely beaten his opponent, winning 3/4 of the vote and moving in to the second round, where he will take on Angel Reyes. That's what a matchup that is. That's like a king of the fucking mountain. That's like a king of the head table.
You didn't really explain who Flacco was, though.
Alright, guys, so in case for anyone that doesn't know who Flacco is, basically he is the Sergeant of Arms, or should I say, he's the former Sergeant at Arms, or El Pacifico, or whatever you might call them, of the Stockton Charter, and he was essentially sent, I believe, by Ramos to eliminate Easy. And it's weird, because this was kind of a battle of the behinds. This Flacco tried to kill Easy from behind, and Taza likes to take it from behind. So, yeah, I mean, it depends.
How many Taza jokes are we trying to cram in here?
Enough to get this fit to about 3-4 minutes. But yeah, so Flacco's the guy that, shot Easy. They had a scrap, both ended up in hospital, and then you could see Flacco at the end of the next episode getting driven out by one of his Stockton Charter brothers, only for both of them essentially to get killed and to end that episode. And it's funny that we mentioned Chepe, because he is actually up next. But before we discuss that briefly, Taza, like I said, has defeated Flacco. So far, the first 2 matches have been 77% Angel advancing and 75% Taza advancing. They've been really one-sided matchups so far. And like I said, the third match of the first round is Cheppy versus Gilly. Do you see that being a similar...
I think it'll be a similar...
a landslide, really, to Gilly?
I don't like Gilly, but, you know... I've got all the faith in the world that he'll be in the 70s.
Well, you never know. We thought Trump was going to beat Biden by a landslide, so if Cheppy gets some fake mail-in ballots, then he's got a chance of beating Gilly, but I don't see it. If Gilly can destroy Jax Taylor, then I'm sure Gilly can beat fucking Cheppy. I mean, a guy that appeared for 5 minutes to drive Flacco out of town and didn't make it out of town. But yeah, that's it, guys, for this video. Taza defeats Flacco. So far, it's
set up a monster round in the last 16.
Santa Padre are looking strong so far, even though the prospect got fucking met Mr. Mayhem in the first match. But there you go. We'll put a poll up for Cheppy versus Gilly in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure you vote on that one. And yeah, looking forward to the rest of the competition. I feel like round 1 will mostly be like one-sided. Once we get to round 2, though, that's where the big boys play. Damn it. Till next time, though.
Peace.
It's Presidente versus Presidente. For the first time on the King of the Mayans, leaders from the respective charter go head to head. It was Ramos versus Ibarra. It was Stockton versus Tucson. And in my opinion, this is a bit of an upset because Ibarra has defeated Ramos with 70% of the vote. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. Having to go it solo tonight. My brother is no here, by the way. Yeah, the guy that I do the channel with is indeed my brother. I guess you could say we're similar to the Reyes brothers, apart from we're not Mexican, we're Scottish, and we don't ride bikes. In fact, my brother can't even ride a bike. But he's not here, so I can bury him all that I want. But yeah, let's get back to Ibarra and Ramos. Both of these guys can ride bikes, just in case anybody's wondering. And yeah, Ibarra ran away with this poll, 70%. I wasn't expecting it. But I know my brother voted Ramos, I voted Ramos. I was expecting this to be the closest matchup so far, but I did think Ramos would win. I thought Ramos would win with about 60% of the vote, and it went completely the wrong way. So I am a bit surprised. It's not a big deal. I mean, I couldn't care who wins. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out of this on top. But I certainly wasn't expecting Ibarra here to defeat Ramos. Maybe people don't like Ramos because he is an antagonist. I guess he was sort of he felt like an antagonist in Sons of Anarchy as well. Even though he was a Mayan and the Sons had the relationship, they had an alliance with the Mayans, they were on good terms with Alvarez, I just always felt like there was a bit of tension. Anytime you had scenes with Ramos and Jax, it always felt like Ramos just didn't seem to get behind the whole, friendly relationship that Alvarez and Jax had. Maybe I'm making that up, I don't know, but that's what I felt like anyway. Anyway, yeah, for the poll, Ibarra, we know that both of these guys are deceased in real life, but Ibarra is not deceased in the tournament because he goes on. He wins. He moves into the last 16. Mr. Mayhem gets acquainted with Ramos. Ramos, as we know, got killed in the show by Easy, and now he's been killed in the Mayans MC tournament by Ibarra. And speaking of Ibarra, his opponent in the next round will be the winner of the next matchup. And the next first round matchup is Pavia versus Riz. For anyone asking who Pavia is, it is Ibarra's former VP of the Tucson Charter, and we all know who Riz is. Riz is the guy that got took out by the bum bandit known as Taza. He had his oxygen machine clogged up. At least Taza didn't clog his ass up, though. I guess Taza could have done him more dirtier if he wanted to. But anyway, that's it, guys. Poll will be up on the channel in about 10 minutes, so make sure you're voting. This tournament will be continuing, and I can announce that there will be a secondary tournament. Don't want to go into spoilers, but don't want anybody saying that we're sexist or that we don't do anything for the women. So yeah, a bit of a spoiler there, a bit of a clue, a bit of a hint. Stay tuned, and there's going to be a second Mayans tournament coming up on the channel soon. But anyway, guys, that's it Till next time, make sure you get to the poll. Make sure you're voting. And we will crown a king of the Mayans MC. But until then, peace. He might not be The Rock, but Gilly has laid the smackdown on Chappie. People said that Gilly would whoop Jax's ass. I never believed him, but after taking 95% of the vote against Chappie, we might have a new fucking leader in charge. I think Alvarez needs to get up off the chair, and I think Chris Hansen needs to tell Gilly, take a seat at the top of the table, brother.
At the top of the table, damn it. I know what, guys, I think Gilly is definitely growing on me in season 4. I think so. I'm liking Gilly.
I am. I mean,
CM Punk, he's going to batter Angel next week, and he flipped the table. He wanted to avenge Coco, and Hank told him to sit down. And it wasn't at the head of the table, it was about 3/4 of the way down the table.
I mean,
bottom rocker.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed Gilly didn't get up and just fucking annihilate Hank. I'll take that walking stick and I'll shove it up your ass, brother. But nah. So Gilly with a big win over Chappie. I'd be surprised if anybody voted Chappie, to be honest. But 5% of the people didn't. I think there was about 600 votes. So that's about 30% of people voting Chappie.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I mean that's 30 people. Sorry, voting Chappie.
Aye.
With the 5%. So I mean,
aye,
which is 30 votes
60
more.
divided by 2.
Which is 30 votes more than I thought he would get.
Exactly. Most people don't know who Chappie is. They probably just voted out of hatred for Gilly.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I mean, going into season 4, I never liked Gilly, so. I mean, if this was season 3, I might have voted Gilly. I might have voted Chappie, but nah, Big Gilly's been good this season. Big Gilly has been getting his character developed, but you could say that about a lot of the Mayans. Like, same with Creeper.
Although recently Creeper's kind of went a bit quiet.
Yeah, he has after a strong start to the season, and I think I know this is an off topic. I know this is off note, but see when this show's said and done, do you not think Riz is probably going to be rated the worst? Well, maybe Hank, because Hank's done fuck all. But I mean, Hank's got. But do you not think like at the moment, like Riz is down there? Because the first 2 seasons, the characters didn't get developed.
And he was died in the first 2 seasons.
And he's dead.
He did a simple mathematic, guys, and Riz's ass is on out of here.
Now, I think you could make a case for putting Riz above Hank right now. Because especially with Hank being the Sergeant at Arms, I think you have to try and hold him in a higher regard. But what you would say is, at least Hank's got time to turn it around. Hank can, salvage something from the rest of the show.
What's Hank going to do, though? What can Hank do till his death?
Maybe when he gets his legs back, he'll be able to be in some good scenes.
Creeper got shot 27 times, man. He's staying still.
Well, hold on. Neil's just lost the baby, and, Angel's a piece of cheating shit, so maybe Hank can finally swoop in on Niels. All these people, by the way, saying that Letty was 18 in season 1. I mean, that is false, because the guy had the porn and she was 16. So, and the whole deal was when her grandmother was, fucking hoovering her out. That wouldn't have been a big deal if she was 18, if she was legal age. But the whole fact was that she's not. She was a minor. And what's her name? Coco's mother.
Ah, God, what was her name? Can't remember her name, guys, but
that was how it was so fucking wrong, because she was actually underage in season 1 when she was, forcing her to go out and sleep with men to bring in money. So, you're factually you're wrong, but yeah, this is descended into something else.
This is season 4, right? I mean,
right?
She probably is just legal age, but it doesn't change the fact Angel's a piece of
No,
fish.
I'm not denying she's probably 18 now. I would say 19 at the absolute most. But it's more the circumstances, her dad's just died and Angel's supposed to be going over there for support. I mean, Gilly would just never have done that.
No.
I mean, Gilly's got...
And that's why Gilly's going to knock his teeth down his throat next time.
So tell you what, Gilly and Angel could meet in the quarterfinals. If Angel can take care of Bumboy Taza, and Gilly gets past the winner of the next match, which we'll move on to in a wee second, it could be a Gilly-Angel showdown. And I tell you what, I never thought I'd say this, but based on how things are going now, I'd vote Gilly. But there could be 3 more episodes before that happens, so...
Everyone's got to vote Gilly, but what is the next matchup?
Yeah, next up we have got... Oh, by the way, just out of curiosity, who would you have voted, Gilly or Chappie?
Gilly, I did vote Gilly.
Oh, did you? Me too, aye. Sorry, Chappie, but... I mean, what did you do apart from go to collect Flacco and then you got fucking shot while trying to...
Get back.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really... He didn't really cover himself in... But apparently he was well liked within the club, so that's interesting. But he wasn't liked enough because it was the largest win yet with 95%. So we're not big up Gilly. Gilly is into the next round. and he will face the winner of the next tie, which is between Rafi and Marquez. And you might be wondering, well, who the fuck is Rafi and Marquez? Well, Rafi actually hasn't physically appeared in the Mayans MC, but he is a member of the Mayans, and he was one of Alvarez's, quote, best guys.
He just killed one of my best soldiers, they say.
So, yeah, Rafi definitely deserves to be in this, a member of Oakland, the Muller chapter, I guess, for the Mayans. So, Rafi is in this, and he is taking on Marquez.
We thought you were the damn game cartel. The 1-9ers laid waste to Rafi.
So, yeah, Marquez, who is that?
Marquez
made his first and only appearance in the finale of episode 3.
Well, it was actually episode 7, What Comes of Handling Snakeskin, when they started battering all the Stockton Mayans.
Well, I tell you what, he never got killed, so he must be absolutely shite, because he's not featured since. So, yeah, there you go. They entered a bar, they were putting an attack on the other Mayans, and they beat down this guy, I believe, with a baseball bat. But he's still alive, as far as I'm concerned, but he hasn't appeared in the show since. So Marquez...
The Wiki says he's alive, so I'm saying he's alive.
Marquez put him on the side of a milk carton and try and find him sometime soon, but he'll be taking on Rafi. So it's going to be Marquez, a guy that has had one scene, versus Rafi, a guy that's been dead about 20 years. Who's going to win? The poll will be put up in the next 10 minutes. Get voting, and the winner of this will be taking on Gilly. The winner of this will get their ass whooped by the big ass whooping machine Gilly in the last 16, round numero dos. Anyway, that's it, guys. Till next time, there's no racial undertones here. Viva la raza! Woo!
Woo! It's matchup 4 in the King of the Mayans MC, and we had Rafi taking on Marquez. And the votes are in, guys. They may be the lowest votes we've had, but you know what? There is an excuse for it, because probably people are thinking, who's Rafi? And who the fuck is Marquez?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you haven't watched Sons of Anarchy, you wouldn't get Rafi. But I would imagine anybody watching Mayans is watching it for the sole reason that they watch Sons of Anarchy. So I think most people know who Rafi is. Marquez, I mean, if it wasn't for a Wikipedia search, I wouldn't know who he was. So, yeah, I mean, Marquez is one of the guys that took a baseball bat to the back of the head. He received a beatdown. He's from Stockton.
Yep.
One of Ramos's disciples, and when Santa Padre were looking for Ramos, where the fuck is Ramos? And they went on a bit of a beating up spree. Marquez was one of the guys that was on the receiving end of that. So, yeah, that's who Marquez is. That's who Rafi is. And in the end, it was Rafi winning with 68% of the vote. I mean, still a pretty comfortable win, but it was the closest that we've had so far. 68%. It's the first time that the winner has not gotten over 70. So, yeah, I mean, it was closer than the other 3 matchups, but still a relatively easy win for Rafi. And I don't think it was in any doubt of going any other way, to be fair. I'd have been shocked if Rafi didn't win this.
Yeah, also, I would have... shocked, kinda, but I'm definitely not surprised that out of the ones so far that he's the one who's won by the least margin.
And also had the least amount of votes, which I'm also not surprised by. But yeah, it was Rafi Marquez. What do you expect?
Yeah, guys, I mean, when you've got a 32-man tournament, you have to put a couple of jobbers in there.
I mean, if this got 10 votes, I'd have been happy enough, like, you know what I mean?
We love the support regardless.
Yes,
we love it.
We love it. Keep on doing it. Keep on liking it. So Rafi then advances into the next round. He will take on Gilly in the last 16. And if you look at the top half of this draw, the top quarter, I mean, it's going to be tasty. It's going to be between Angel, Tazak, Gilly, and Rafi. One of those people will earn a spot in the semis. I mean, I don't know, is it too early to make a prediction? But it's a tight quarter of the draw, I think.
Ah, it definitely is. Looking, I'm feeling Gilly. I'm feeling Gilly in that quarter.
Can Gilly do it? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. But now we move on to the next matchup, and the next matchup is between 2 Presidentes. So this...
Both did.
But they're alive in the King of the Mayans. One will move on. One will officially meet Mr. Mayhem. I feel like this could be the closest matchup we have so far.
Yes, but I feel like...
Well, that's no spoilers. I mean, I'm not going to... Don't give away your pick right now, but...
alright, I can't... Well, it will be close, but my money would be on the guy who's actually good. So... Well, you know what? I didn't mind both of them, but at the end of the day, I think one's better than the other.
Yeah, me too. Like, but we'll see. So it's going to be
Where the fuck is Ramos? That gives it away.
It's going to be Ramos.
Who's not voting Ramos?
It's going to be Ramos versus Ibarra. Make sure you get the votes in for that. Like I said, battle of the presidents. So, yeah, we're going to lose one of them at this stage, but one of them will be advancing. That poll will be put up in the next 10 to 15 minutes, so make sure to be voting. And like I said, I would not be surprised if this one is separated by a small amount of votes. I could see it being 60-40 or potentially even closer than that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it will be the closest so far. I have no doubts.
It will definitely be closer than 68-32.
Yeah.
Unless all Ibarra's fans die overnight or something, and
where the fuck is Ramos's fans?
Or Ramos's family create about fucking 1,000 sub accounts or something, you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, that's it. Up next, Ramos Ibarra, 5th match of the King of the Mayans tournament. Who will advance? We'll find out tomorrow night when the polls close. But until then, guys, leave a like, leave a comment. We appreciate all the support. The channel is on absolute fire. And it's because of you guys. So if you keep watching, if you keep liking, subscribing and comment, we'll keep making vids. Till next time though. Peace.
Tell me, Hermano, did they vote for me?
No, they didn't. El Palo got jobbed out. He got cheated. He got screwed. Well, he didn't get cheated, right? But he got a very low percentage. And I think there's something dodgy about these votes. It takes me back to the 2020 election here where... you know, the favourite didn't win. And I think El Palo was the big favourite here. Was there mules voting for Medina?
Was there fake mail-in ballots here voting for Medina?
Make El Palo great again. That's all I'm going to say here.
I didn't know you would have robbed me of the border scratch essay.
Border scratch, man. Guy couldn't even get more than 25% of the vote. So yeah, another match-up finished for round one. This time it was Medina taking on El Palo. Yuma Charter member, president of Los Matalitos.
Fatos Malitos.
Fatos Malitos, that's the one.
I thought you were going to say the Los Matadores there. No, fucking Fatos Malitos.
Right, no, straight up here, right? Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but how the hell can you vote Medina over El Palo? I mean, El Palo is involved in probably the best scene in Mayans MC. To sit down with Chibs. Tell me, Hermano, are they into it? Fuck off back to TJ. I mean, come on. The meet that he had, the sit
fuck
down.
You, Traidor.
Yeah, fuck you, Traidor. The conversation he has with Montez, you know, it was fucking great, man. The guy was brilliant.
And here, Medina, a guy who was in one scene, got killed by a dirty cop. And that's
yeah, what did Medina do? He went to take a piss and he got shot. I mean, fuck me. Yeah, that is literally all Medina done in the series. Went to take a piss, got shot. El Palo, I mean, the guy was great. Probably the best thing about Season 3. I get it, he's a bad guy. People might not like bad guys, but I struggled to see how El Palo is not a better character than Medina. I mean, like I said, entitled to their opinion, but I think
opinions can be wrong.
I think 77% of people got it wrong.
Yeah.
But regardless, Medina moves into round 2 where he will take on Easy Reyes. I don't think he'll get 77% of the vote in that one. But we'll see. We'll see. That's a match-up for another day. But Medina is safely through into round 2.
El Palo, where did he get patched into? It was Yuma, wasn't it?
Yuma, aye. Canchase Charter.
No one really gave a fuck about when he died.
Well, I know, so suppose. Didn't he know he's dead though?
Fuck, that's not a dead body Taz is buried up there.
I mean, well, you know, he just disappeared. Next up, we'll be moving on to another matchup from round 1. It will be Ticker versus Gator. Fuck knows who's going to win that one.
Tick, boo.
I mean, Ticker, I guess, was stealing, smuggling, chopping up the dope or whatever, so I guess people might not like him, he's a rat. But then again, you look at Santo Padre and half of that fucking club's a rat. So, who knows? That poll will be going up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you're voting. Who's it going to be? Ticker or Gator? But what I can tell you is Medina has defeated El Palo with 77% of the vote. That is it, guys. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.
Another matchup in the King of the Mayans MC tournament has come and went, and it was a huge upset. The underdog Lobo defeated Easy Reyes, guys. I can't believe it. So much I can't believe it that I'm actually lying. Of course Lobo didn't win. Easy Reyes won. Come on, guys. 95% of the vote. The joint biggest win of the tournament so far, alongside Gilly for the first round. And I mean, it was an easy victory for Easy, pun intended. Someone did say in the comments, Easy can't lose this. He's got plot armor, and I guess he's got some sort of armor. I'll tell you that. 95% of the vote. He defeats Lobo. Easy moves into the next round, where he will face off against the winner of the next first round matchup, and that is between Medina and El Palo. So I'm not too sure which way that's going to go. I personally loved El Palo. I know a lot of people didn't like him. Thought the character was great. I thought the actor was great. But I totally understand. Medina was well liked as well within the show and by fans as well. So I mean, that could be a close matchup. Medina, El Palo. Pretty much a 50-50 in my opinion. It could go either way. And the winner of that tie will face Easy in the second round. But yeah, let's get back to the Easy match for a second. I mean, Lobo, I feel sorry for the guy. What chance did he realistically have? You know, like I said, this entire tournament was a random draw. Just we came up with the 32 Mayans, put them into a random draw, and whoever faced whoever, that was it. I mean, it could have been anybody. It could have been Easy against Angel. It could have been Easy against El Padrino. But unfortunately for Lobo, it was Easy versus Lobo. And Easy took the easy win. So I need to stop saying Easy. Jesus Christ, man. Let's call him the younger Reyes brother. We'll call him, or the main character, or the guy with the plot armor. Because saying that other word is just, it's way too frequent. But yeah, it's a big win then for the main character. The younger Reyes brother, like I said, safely into the next round, and we will find his opponent out, because I'm going to put the poll up within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you get voting. Medina or El Palo, who will join Easy in the next round, in round 3, or should I say in round 2 of King of the Mayans. Check out the comment sections, the community sections, and you can start voting, guys, in the next couple of minutes. So alright, that's it. Easy advances, Lobo is eliminated. Lobo meets Mr. Mayhem. And we move on to the next matchup of the tournament. Medina versus El Palo coming up next. Another round of the King of the Mayans MC tournament is ended. And it's our first round win for the former El Secretario. The now dead Riz got took out by his own man. I mean, how good can you really be when a member of your own club has to kill you?
And a very controversial member at that.
He just kind of laid there dying in a hospital bed. But Riz, from his hospital bed, still had enough left in the tank. Still had enough oxygen getting through Taz's fingertips to defeat Pavia. The VP, former VP of the Tuscan Charter, only managing to get 20% of the vote there. So yeah, Riz beats Pavia. And it's been pretty good for Santa Padro so far.
Is 20% not really high, considering Ramos only got 30?
Well, you could argue 30% was pretty low for Ramos. Like, you know, I think it depends on...
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, is 20% really high?
Yes, for Pavia, a guy nobody knows, Oscar, a guy who's in fucking Sons, and this president against a guy who was pish, let's face it. Pavia, guy who's also pish, taking on a guy that's dead and pish.
Look, I mean, Riz wasn't that bad. He got into a fight.
Rate Riz out of 10. It's a fucking free.
So he's
didn't make it the season 3.
So he's better than Triple H, then, Well,
no.
one less.
He's worse.
No, he's worse, damn it. But no, he had a fight with Angel, didn't he? And he
lost.
Did he not fall down a hole? Did he not fall down a hole? Oh no, wait, that was something else.
That was them finding his hole.
Ah, so it was.
Taza.
Taza wishes he would fall down the fucking hole.
Yep.
Or he would fall into someone else's hole, or someone would fall into his hole. But anyway, enough Taza and hole talk. Riz is into the next round. Riz will take on Ibarra, and that should be a good matchup in round 2. But we move on to the next round 1 matchup, and this is going to be a hard one to call. We have the main character, the show that the show that the guy is based around. Versus Lobo.
Who the fuck's Lobo?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Is that the guy?
It definitely exists, right? But I just can't remember who he is.
Is this a guy who?
I think he might have been the guy that died in season 4 premiere.
No, I was on about the guy in Sons who like tells Lobo Sonora where to hit them and shit. No,
No,
do we not stick him in this?
I stuck a couple of Sons ones in, but no, I'm pretty sure he's a Mayans original.
He's called Bozo, isn't he?
Who, this dude?
You know, Jax, he's like, Bozo, son of a bitch was in my clubhouse. He might have been Lobo, I don't know. Lobo, Bozo,
Same
Java.
shit.
Fuck, this could have been The Rock. Easy's fucking winning.
Yeah, Easy's winning this, but yeah, go and vote anyway. Who knows? I mean, let's have a quick prediction here. What percentage of the vote do you think Lobo's going to get against Easy?
2%. And the only reason that is that they went to click Easy and hit Lobo by mistake.
Yeah, but I think you can change your vote, can't you? So
and
for that
also-
reason, I'm going to go 1%.
Lobo, I mean, it's like almost the cartel.
Sounds like a bit like Hobo. And for that reason, I think you should lose. Anyway, that's it. Poll will be up for this matchup in about 5-10 minutes time. We did tease another sort of tournament style video. Stay tuned to the channel. It's coming soon. People say we're sexist. We're going to prove that we're not. We've got a women's tournament coming soon. A women's tournament that absolutely nobody cares about, but we're going to give you it anyway. Till next time.
Equality.
Peace. Alrighty guys, welcome back to Fog Entertainment. It's time for another King of the Mayans MC tournament. The first round of this tournament is officially past halfway now, but before we talk about it, I still can't believe Season 4, Episode 7, Easy killing, or should I say murdering Gabby. I just cannot believe it. I can't believe they've done that to her. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense. Someone as pure and innocent as Gabby and Easy, without a second thought, just completely blowing her head off. It was insane. It was insane. Still can't believe it. Easy is officially too far fucking gone. There's no saving Easy Reyes. He has to go, in my opinion. But this isn't to talk about Easy Reyes. This is another matchup in round 1. The King of the Mayans MC. This time it was Ticker versus Gator. Not too much going for these guys. I mean, Ticker didn't really do anything apart from cut some drugs and get a few members killed, and then he was overdosed on the dodgy drugs. As for Gator, I mean, he got killed by Steve. What the fuck, Gator? How did he get killed by Steve? I mean, Fatty Steve. How did he die at the hands of Fatty Steve? I guess the only positive for Gator is he had a hot chick, but now she's getting banged by Bishop, so, I mean, that doesn't really go well for him now that he's dead. Surprisingly, though, in my opinion, Ticker got 67% of the vote. I thought, considering Gator wasn't a snitch, he wasn't a rat, he wasn't, undercutting the drugs, his decisions didn't lead to other Mayan members getting killed, so I thought, for that reason alone, Gator would have won this one. He didn't, though. It was Ticker that came out on top, but, I mean, either way, I don't think it really matters. I can't see any of these characters going on to win the tournament. I don't think, I think round 2 is as far as they go for either one of them. Although it was the closest matchup so far with 67% to 33%. But Ticker gets the win, where he will face the winner of the next tie, which is between Jinx and Kanshi. Now, you're probably wondering, who the fuck is Jinx? And I'm actually thinking the same thing too, so I'm actually going to have to Google Jinx. I can't remember putting him in this. He must be a Mayan though, because I put him in this tournament, so he is legit. He is official. It's not just somebody I made up. Jinx does exist, but I might have to do a wee Google search to find out a wee bit more about Jinx. But yeah, that poll will be put up in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so make sure you're voting on it. And again, I just cannot believe Easy. I cannot believe Easy killed Gabby, and because she was saying that he should turn Angel in because it would be the right thing to do. I mean, these 3 guys were running about a hospital with their faces revealed, and they were shooting up people, they were killing people. Are you telling me there's not cameras? Are you telling me there's not eyewitnesses? I mean, whether Gabby decides she wants to, turn Angel in or not is irrelevant. There's thousands of people and probably hundreds of cameras in that hospital. The fucking writing is retarded. But anyway, Jinx versus Kanshi up next, and Ticker defeats Gator to move in to round 2. In a battle of the superiors, it was Jinx versus Kanshi. It was Vice President versus President. And I can confirm that Kanchi has won this battle with 73% of the vote, but it wasn't going all the Kanchi's way. I remember last night when I posted the poll, checked it in like 5 minutes, and out of the first 12 votes, Jinx had 11 votes to Kanchi's 1. So Jinx took a big lead at the start, but Kanchi eventually managed to come back, fought back hard, and he made sure that it was Jinx that met Mr. Mayhem, and that it was Kanchi that moved in to the next round. So big win for Kanchi. We'll see what he can do in round 2. There's only 6 round 1 matches left. Now, round 1 matches, some of them have tended to be a little bit one-sided. I can guarantee when we get into round 2 and there's more popular people there, it's going to be a lot closer. But the next match is certainly probably the toughest, or maybe the second toughest round 1 matchup we're going to have. It's going to be El Padrino taking on Manny, and obviously we know El Padrino's a fucking legend. It'd be hard to see El Padrino losing. The guy could win the whole thing, but Manny has been a fan favourite since coming into the show in Season 4, so I do think Manny will give El Padrino a bit of I think he'll give him a tough battle, but I still think El Padrino will come through rather easily. But speaking for Kanchi, he does defeat Jinx. He does move into the next round where he will face Ticker. Now, I mean, he's just defeated one. He's just defeated one Tucson VP. Can he defeat the Tucson? I believe Ticker was road captain. I think he was road captain. So, I mean, Kanchi's just defeated one member for Tucson. Let's see if he can defeat another member for Tucson. And in the show, he basically greenlit, the death of Ibarra. So, I mean, I guess Kanchi likes to go up against Tucson and he likes to beat the Tucson chart. So we'll see if he can get past Ticker in round 2 and book his spot in the quarterfinals. But like I said, the next match is going to be El Padrino versus Manny. Only 6 round 1 matches left. And yeah, this tournament, guys, is coming on well. Again, thank you for all the support. The amount of votes and stuff we're getting in this is absolutely insane. Even when it's 2 lesser known members, like every single poll is getting like 400 votes, and that's just crazy. So again, thank you for all the support, thank you for all the following, and we've got loads of cool things, cool concepts, cool tournament, like crazy ideas and stuff like that we plan to have coming up in the future. We're going to do giveaways as well. We'll be looking to give away some Mayans and some Sons of Anarchy memorabilia and stuff like that. But of course, you know, one thing at a time, and at the moment we're dealing with the King of the Mayans MC. But like I said, lots of cool stuff coming up. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, keep checking the channel, make sure the notifications are ticked, and we'll be back with more content. But the poll is going up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. You know it today. Get voting and we'll find out who wins between El Padrino, Alvarez and Manny. Alrighty guys, welcome back to another King of the Mayans MC round 1 matchup, and this one was a bit of it was a mismatch, let's be real. We've got Diaz, you know, the co-founder of the Mayans, the guy that founded the Mayans alongside Alvarez. He's been there from the very beginning, and he was against a guy that got patched in for about 3 hours before he killed himself, Steve. Steve versus Diaz. There should have been only one winner, but this was actually the closest battle so far, and it was the closest by a long way. Diaz did come out on top. It was expected Diaz would win, but he didn't win by the margin that maybe some people would have predicted. Diaz taking 56% of the vote compared to 44 from Diaz, 44 from Steve. So, I mean, this was really close, and who knows, maybe if Steve had a couple more fans, maybe if Steve never shot himself, maybe if Steve wasn't a fat bastard, maybe he would have got the extra little amount of votes he needed to topple Diaz. But regardless, it was a win for Diaz, an important win for Diaz, which will see him go into round 2, and he will meet in round 2 El Padrino, Marcus Alvarez. So what a tie that's going to be. You've got the two co-founders going at it. I mean, can Marcus Alvarez be stopped? I don't think there's many people that can stop Marcus Alvarez, but if anyone's got a case, maybe it's the guy that co-founded the Mayans MC with him. So Diaz will go into the next round. As for Steve, he may as well just put another one in the chamber, point at his head and pull the trigger again, because Steve has been eliminated from the Mayans MC tournament. To be honest, maybe he was lucky to get in it. I mean, come on. The guy was a bit of a fucking disgrace. I don't know how he got patched in, but we patched him into this tournament, and now Diaz has patched him out. So Diaz picks up the win. Diaz goes into round 2. There's only 4 round 1 matches left, so we are getting close to the end of the first round. Up next, we have Handlebar versus Dondo. Now, for anybody who doesn't know who Handlebar is, Handlebar, we don't really know. We know who he is, but we just don't know his name. He's the guy that essentially was always following Alvarez around in the Sons of Anarchy series. He had the Handlebar moustache, hence the name Handlebar we've given him. So that's who Handlebar is. Now, I don't know if it was the Sergeant at Arms or whether it was the VP. They never really showed that. But that's who Handlebar is, guys. So he is going to be in the next matchup against Dondo. As always, the poll will be up. The poll will be ready to go in the next, say, 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you're there. Make sure you're ready. Make sure you get voting. And we'll find out who wins between Dondo and Handlebar. But until next time, guys, been Fog Entertainment. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. King of the Mayans MC is back, and it is the former king, the king of the world, the wannabe king, the one king. He tried it, but Bishop, this plan failed. He tried to oust the other 2 kings to become the one true king. He couldn't do it on the show, but can he become the one true king of Fog Entertainment? Can he become king of the Mayans? Well, he has to get past Creeper, the Santo Padre road captain, the guy that gets shot 10 million times and still survives. If Bishop can get past that man, the human Terminator, then Bishop might have a chance. But can he do it? He has done it. 62% of the vote went to Bishop, the former president. I was going to say the current VP. He's not even VP, he's been demoted again. Current nothing.
This guy's got the same rank as what Filthy Phil had. He's got the same rank as Steve had.
That's not right.
For all 3 minutes.
That's not right. That's wrong.
What's going on?
I actually feel really bad for Bishop. I'm going to vote for him. I'm going to go on my 20 million fake accounts.
If we see Clay in season 5, he was sitting beside Filthy Phil, same rank.
That's not...
No
one really fucking tried to oust Jackson, kill everybody to get the seat back.
Not as much room here with you, am I right?
I don't think that's
Glad
fair.
you made the cut. I know that's just the way it works, though.
Nah, I think they should have took Phil's bottom rocker just for... Yeah, you can't have the same...
For simply having a presence at the table.
you can't have a bigger fucking cut than this guy.
His cut was massive, like...
Yo, what does it... Wait, hold on here. Quick, off topic. What does the bottom rocker get you? Like, if you don't have it, what can you not do?
Well, Gilly can't fucking speak it, open his own mouth.
And what's this about Teo? He can't hold an office, but he... Like, what's...
He can't hold an office?
Aye.
I think it means he can't really vote. That's what it says to me.
Really?
I don't know. Can't hold an office?
Aye, that's what they say.
Office says to me it would be vote.
Can't hold an office for a year, but he's a full patch. Just doesn't seem right.
Nah, he'd be able to vote, but I think it means he's not like... I don't know.
What, is this because he's black?
I'd need to
Is
like...
this the 1940s?
Maybe I'm not a white guy living in 1957, but we're 2 Mexicans living in 2022, and Bishop has beat Creeper.
Creeper can't be Mexican, doesn't he speak Spanish?
Yeah, is he something?
He's white.
You can be Hispanic and not speak...
This guy's whiter than Terry. What are you talking about?
You can speak Hispanic. No, you can be Hispanic and not speak Spanish.
You can speak Hispanic, don't you? You're absolutely... Leave the videos to me. What's this guy
I'll
want
leave
about?
the videos to you. You got us fucking demonetised, dickhead.
What did I do?
Be yourself, you pish.
How did I get
I'm the
demonetised? How did I get demonetised?
I don't know what you did. Point is, but see that storyline last season where Bishop was just on the couch and he woke up and he look, we're in the fucking midget onesie. Well, what the fuck happened, man?
Fucking man beater top on it, or wife beater even, whatever it's called.
Oh,
The white tank top. Tell you what, Bishop season 4's Bishop's best season by far.
He's
One of my favourite characters in season 4. So long may it continue. Bishop was into the next round. Creeper exited at round 1. Feel a bit hard for Creeper. I mean,
Who is in the next? Or wait, is that done?
No, we've got 2 more matches for round 1. The next one, but anyway, back on to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. I feel a bit bad for Creeper because I mean, I think it's not often in round 1, a lot of them have been mismatches, whereas Creeper just came up against Bishop. It was tough. I mean, I think Creeper would have won against quite a lot of other people, but
Yeah.
just wasn't to be. Anyway, speaking of to be, up next we have another Sons of Anarchy series Mayan exclusive. It's Issei, or Esse Alvarez.
Isaiah.
Easy Esse
Fuck
Isaiah.
off.
Alvarez Jr., El Padrino Jr., right? That's what we're going to call him. It's Alvarez's son versus Hank. And I think Alvarez's son's got a legit chance in this one.
Well, according to us, he does, but realistically, I don't think the people are.
Hank's fucking pish. That's all I'm... Hank is
well,
shit.
undeniable, but yeah. Don't think they're going to go that way.
Why I'm going that way, I'm letting you right now. I'm letting you know
I'll
right
be going
now.
in with my fucking... My
10 burner accounts.
fucking voting mail. Ballot votes.
This will be the 2020 election all over again. We gotta vote Isaiah in. Gotta get Isaiah into the yellow house. Oh no, wait, that's Asians, isn't it? What's the...
The yellow house?
Aye.
The brown house?
What's it, the brown, aye?
I'll go with the brown house.
Aye, that's what the sun said, isn't it, about the brown? Brown, black, yellow.
White.
Aye, right. Right, the brown house, we're gonna try and get Isaiah in. Till next time.
Peace.
It's the final matchup of round 1 on the King of the Mayans MC. 15 people are already into round 2. 15 brawlers are ready to go at it. One more can join them. It's going to be either Oakland, VP, Bones, or Santa Padre, fucking Druggy Coco. Who's it going to be? Who's going to come out on top?
Well, I think Bones is down to the bare bones because Coco, OG of
Sticks
the
and
show.
bones will break my bones. That doesn't really work, does it?
Sticks and stones
That's it. Well, fair enough.
will break my bones.
Look, shouldn't make fids at 3 AM. But anyway, Bones. Got some bones cracked. He came in with 11% of the vote. Coco winning this one rather comfortably, 89%. I think if you get anywhere over the 80%, it's a comfortable victory. If you get near 90, then you're in complete control. So Coco, I think, with one of the most dominant wins so far of the entire series. That puts Coco into round 2 safely, where he will take on fellow Santo Padre member Hank in a round 2 matchup. But for Bones, that means he meets Mr. Mayhem. He comes to the end of the road. His bones will be buried alongside 15.
Is this guy even alive?
I think so. I believe so. I don't think
In Oakland?
Aye.
He'll be fucking dead.
Nah, Diaz would have mentioned it if he was dead. Anyway, he's dead in King of the Lions. He's just been eliminated.
Alvarez, no, but Diaz would have just turned around and said, "Not a word, say, until this guy."
But anyway, yeah, Bones has been eliminated. Coco has went through. We're going to quickly then round up the first round matches, and we'll go through who has been eliminated. 16 brawlers have fallen in round 1. So first matchup was Nesta versus Angel. Angel advanced. Then we had Flacco versus Taza. Gay Boy pumped his way through to the next round. He sneaked through the back door by beating Flacco. It was Cheppy against Gilly. Gilly with one of the most dominant wins of the entire series. 95% against Cheppy. Rafi defeating Marquez. Can't really remember who Marquez is, so good for Rafi, but...
Yeah.
Woo.
Is it Mark Marquez? Is that what he's riding these days?
Ramos lost out to Ibarra. Ibarra with 70% of the vote defeating Ramos. To me, maybe the worst, biggest upset.
Why is this? So is this because Ramos and Mayans is viewed more of a heel, even though...
Yeah, bad guy, whereas Ibarra's supposed to be a good guy.
Even though I would argue no, I think Ramos has actually came across a fucking...
Yeah, no, I mean, he was... If anything, at the start of Season 3, it was Kanchi that was kind of pushing against Bishop, and Ramos was trying to be the dead-on guy. He was trying to... But anyway, yep, Ramos, he died in that one. We had Riz defeating Pavia. Easy defeating Lobo. Again, Easy with 95% of the vote. 95% seems to be a pretty common number here. Medina eliminated El Palo with 77% of the vote. That could be the worst one, actually. El Palo losing to Medina. I mean, I can't fathom that. For me, El Palo should have won.
Yeah, what's going on there? Come on. I mean, look how it's... You can take a close defeat for that.
It seems to be that people... If someone is booked to be like a protagonist in the show, everyone seems to like them. And if they're booked to be an antagonist, everyone seems to hate them. I don't really get that. You can be an antagonist and still be a great character. It just makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Some of these votes here...
And especially, I mean, El Palo against Taza, like, it was fucking... If you weren't rooting for El Palo, who were you rooting for?
only 23% of people were rooting for him against Medina, so no wonder they weren't rooting for him against Taza. Ticker defeated Gaeta. Kanchi defeated Jinx. El Padrino defeated Manny. Tough draw for Manny, tough luck. Diaz just sneaked through by defeating Steve. Dondo defeated Handlebar. Bishop defeated Creeper. Hank defeated...
Big Handlebar.
I want the Handlebar to go through, but it didn't happen. Bishop defeated Creeper. Hank defeated Essie. And Coco defeated Bones. So, that was the first round match. First round one match is over. And just to clarify, the brothers, the Mayans that are no longer with us, the dead Mayans are Nestor, Flaco, Chepe, Marquez, Ramos, Pavia, Lobo, El Palo, Gaeta, Jinx, Manny, Steve, Handlebar, Dondo. No wait, Dondo's through. Handlebar got smashed by Dondo. Creeper, Essie, and Bones. That's it, guys. Those guys are dead. They will not be coming back. They have met Mr. Mayhem.
Could we be having a playoff round?
No.
Third place Finra.
No. So we'll move into round two. First matchup in round two will be a pretty close one, I think.
Yes, it's Taza Angel.
I know who I'm voting for, but to be fair, I say it's close. I do expect Angel to win, but I don't expect it to be a landslide.
It's going to be about 70-30.
Yeah. We'll see, though. We'll see. It's definitely... I mean, I definitely wouldn't say it's... We'll see. We'll see. Put the poll up in the next 5-10 minutes. Make sure you vote on that. Be interesting to see which way the first round two matchup goes. And we'll catch you in the next one, guys. But until then, been Fog Entertainment, the King of the Mayans MC tournament. We're into round two, where the big boys play. Angel versus Tassa for a spot in the quarterfinals. Who's going to make it? We'll find out within the next 24 hours. But until then...
Peace.
It's the penultimate matchup of round one. It is AC Alvarez taking on Hank. And I actually thought AC had a chance here based on the fact that his father is Marcus El Padrino. I thought that people might have showed a bit of loyalty. Plus, he has a Sons of Anarchy original, actually debuted on the Sons and died on the Sons of Anarchy show, which is better than the Mayans. So I thought for that reason, maybe Isai had a chance of defeating Hank, but it wasn't to be. It was the Sergeant at Arms, the El Pacificador Hank, who I honestly, at the moment, I would probably rank Hank as the worst Santo Padre member of all time. Lack of screen time, just doesn't really feel important. He's always like there in the background and when he's just not needed. Yeah, no, I'm not a massive fan of Hank. But apparently 78% of the people on this channel are, because they voted for Hank to defeat Essay, and Essay Alvarez is now eliminated. Just like Happy, when Happy plunged that fork right into the back of his head. Well, this time it was Hank plunging the fork into the back of Essay's head, and yeah, Essay has been eliminated. He will not join his father in round two. But we've still got one more matchup from round one. It's going to be Bones versus Coco. Who will be the last member to join? Who will make it to round two? And who will meet Mr. Mayhem? Well, that is all down to you guys. The poll for that will be put up onto the channel in the next 5 to 10 minutes. And you can get voting. And then by tomorrow, we will be into round two. There's some tasty round two matchups to look forward to as well. So, yeah, round two is going to be pretty damn sweet. And before you know it, we will crown a King of the Mayans MC. So, yeah, last chance to get your favourite into round two. Is it going to be Bones? Is it going to be Coco? Let us know in the next poll. But until then, Been Fog Entertainment. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I need to know where your floating lies, I say. They lie with me, El Padrino. Manny's beat. Alvarez wins 86% to 14. 513 votes in as we make this video.
I mean, it was always going to be tough for Manny going up against the El Padrino, El Presidentio of... I mean, is Alvarez the only person to be president of two different charters? Let's just do the maths here. I think he might be.
Probably. And there was a lot of debate whether if Alvarez was still top man. He is. You see that promo next week? He's sitting at the head of the table and you've got fucking Concha and Diaz at the other end.
I haven't seen this promo. Is it worth checking out?
No, it is.
Oh no, I agree, but I think Kanchi's like kind of in there, like, you know, he's
it's like a 65-35.
Alright, maybe I was wrong. I think I said at the start of the series that Kanchi was kind of like the head fucking Mayan there, but I mean, is it really Alvarez? Because he talks a good game, but when it comes to Easy, he fucking sits down and shuts his mouth. But anyway, fuck Easy.
If you watch that dinner, I say, you'll be at that fucking dinner.
Yeah, Alvarez served dinner and Manny got cooked here. Convincing win for Marcus Alvarez. I truly believe that Manny could have went far in this tournament, but the luck of the draw just, you know, he got Marquez and it was like, I don't think you're going very far, mate.
Put it this way, I don't think there's many people going to beat Alvarez.
No, I thought you were going to say I don't think there's many people that would have beat Manny.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
You know, he was just unlucky to come up against Alvarez. Alvarez is like a steam train. He's just going to keep on rolling, baby.
Arriba.
So Marcus Alvarez, should I say, moves into round 2, where he will meet, I believe, the winner of the next matchup, which is between
Stevie,
the Deed Prospect, and Diaz, the not so Deed
President of Oakland.
And how fitting would it be if Diaz can defeat Fat Steve, and then we get the two founding members in round 2? El Padrino versus Diaz.
Diaz should beat Steve.
Well, he should, like, but I mean, you
I
never
wouldn't be
know.
surprised. Oscar got shafted, so why won't Diaz?
A lot of people, and El Pablo, a lot of people like him. Steve could give Diaz a bit of a challenge here, but yeah, only 5 more first round matches to go, so make sure you're voting, make sure you're staying tuned. Like I said, El Padrino makes it safely into the next round. He will take on the winner of Steve versus Diaz, and then after that we've got 4, just the bottom quarter left to go. But yeah, we're closer to the second round, and there's going to be some big matchups there. But the poll will be up for the next match soon. Check the channel in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll see the poll for Steve versus Diaz, and we'll see who takes on the head of the table. But it's not Roman Reigns, brother. It's El Padrino.
Peace!
Down. Another one bad to dust. This time it was Handlebar versus Dondo.
Did we find out his name?
No. I still no fucking idea who Handlebar is, but he's basically the guy that he just follows Alvarez around in Sons of Anarchy. We have seen him in a few scenes in Mayans and MC as well, but it's weird. I mean, the guy's not on any Wikipedia page, and Wikipedia basically have every fucking single member that has ever appeared in the show, yet for some reason they don't have this guy's name. We're going to call him Handlebar because of the handlebar moustache, but we don't know his name. If anybody knows this guy's name, let us know down below.
The fact that Sam Bell have like a Wikipedia page like 10 members and this guy doesn't even fucking get anything.
But we probably won't need to look him up again because he has been knocked out the tournament by Dondo, the president of Stockton. Obviously taking the place of Ramos, and Dondo won this one with a 79% of the vote. Big Dondo then probably will never enjoy a bigger win as this in his life. And you're probably thinking, why the fuck do those graphics no have Handlebar versus Dondo in it? But I'll edit that right now. But anyway, yeah, brilliant stuff here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that Handlebar, I didn't really expect him to win this round because, number one, people don't know who Handlebar is. 2, we then put a picture of Handlebar up, and 3, he's pretty pish. So all that aside, I didn't think the chances for Handlebar was too much. But I'll tell you what, Dondo, he's not going to last very long, guys, because into the next round, we've got Bishop taking on Creeper. I think it'll be a very closely knit contest, that, but my money would be on Bishop.
Not into the next round, mate. It's the next matchup. Next
what I mean.
You said round.
Well, Dondo goes into the next round.
Aye, but he doesn't. Bishop Creeper's not the next round.
Right, fuck up, dickhead, alright?
Right, Bishop Creeper up next. We'll put the poll up. It'll be up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. The winner of Bishop Creeper will meet Dondo. And I think then Dondo will indeed meet Mr. Mayhem. But that's going to do it for this video. Just a quick one to let you know Dondo advances. He defeats Handlebar. And up next is Bishop versus Creeper. Only 3 matches left in round 1. We're almost in round 2. Understand it's dragged on a wee bit, but we're almost there, guys. Round 2.
We're getting the good stuff. R.I.P. Handlebar. He's not even dead.
But he's dead in this King of the Tournament Mayans. Peace.
Coco has defeated Hank in the last quarter final. 57% of the vote to 43. And after this vid gets uploaded, guys, we are going to upload the full screen bracket. Because you know what? People have been demanding it. But this lazy bastard hasn't put it up.
No, I know what happens, right?
Oh, you don't want to put it midway through, right?
No, I actually went to put it up, right? But see the way you say, it only shows you a preview? Lies. I went to click on it. Doesn't. You can't upload a full photo. It has to be like by a certain size, and you just can't fit this whole bracket into
1600 by 900.
No, it's not. Well, you can't do it.
Right.
That's 1600 by 900. You just can't do it. You can't get it in.
Print screen it and get it and line it up.
See how small it is? You can't get it in. It doesn't work. It doesn't.
Alright,
fit.
you can't get it in. Alright, that's good to know. Even though, I mean, I could do it with my eyes fucking closed, but
What are you waiting on then? Do it.
It's on your laptop.
Fucking do it.
Right,
My laptop's right in front of you.
Coco
What
is.
are you waiting on?
Right, shut the fuck up. Is Coco? Coco must be the only dead guy left going.
I think you should meet Mr. Mayhem. I've had enough of
I
you.
think you should meet Mr. Mayhem.
Right, well.
I'm the guy that carries this channel.
Good luck.
You turn up with your King of the Mines tournaments that fucking got us demonetised, ain't you the man?
How to get demonetised?
Oh, we can't talk about that or else YouTube will make us meet Mr. Mayhem.
Aye.
But Hank...
What I did with Mr. Mayhem?
How did Hank get 43% of the vote?
He must have a lot of burner accounts. Maybe he phoned his mum and
On the burner?
then his mum phoned her friends and says, "Oh, vote for my son Hank. He's gonna lose to Coco. Coco.
Bingo.
Loco.
I mean, literally, Hank's only seen... Like, Hank's season 4 highlights, phoned his ma, walked in, got guns when Taza was getting beat up by Bishop.
That was a pretty good line, like, where's the fucking guns? But, I mean, since then it's been downhill for
What
Hank.
else happened? He like, said something about Bishop de Alvarez.
Hank has to be the worst member.
And then he killed that San Bernardino guy, kind of looked like Jax. That's it.
See, for me, Hank is the worst member. I think the only one you could argue is worse is Riz. And that's because he died at the end of season 2 when they just were not developing members at all.
Yeah, even then, though, I actually liked Riz's death and all that shit. Well, I don't think Taza should have killed him, but I thought the attack was pretty good.
Yeah, I just feel like Hank's done absolutely nothing.
I'm surprised he made it this far, but he probably had an easy way.
Look at, they've done stuff with like Creeper and Gilly since then. I mean, Taz has had the whole thing last season with El Palo, right? He's
The
done
only
fuck
thing
all
Hank
this
had
season.
by himself was literally last season with Niels.
And that was more just to fucking try and be competition for Angel, isn't it? Really?
And I tell you what, like, see if they start trying to put him back with Niels in this finale.
Oh, should put the final nail in the coffin of Hank, I think. Hank has to go. But he's gone in this tournament. He's out 43%. It was a close battle, but he's a loser nonetheless. So Hank meets Mr. Mayhem. Good luck to Hank in your future endeavours, son. But Coco is the last man to claim a quarter-final spot. Now we move in to the big boys leagues where the big boys play. We're in the quarterfinals. We're in the last 8. And the first matchup of the last 8 will be Angel versus Gilly. We've already seen these two coming to blows in season 4 when Gilly didn't appreciate the chicken nugget tactics from Angel. So we'll get to see these two go at it again. That will be posted up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you're voting on that. Vote for your favourite Angel Gilly, who will advance to the semi-finals.
Tell you what, see the next quarterfinal, right? Ibarra beat Ramos and then Riz. Easy. And he's a fucking bum. I mean, easy will beat him, like, but I don't think it'll be as what people think it'll be.
I'll be fucking 90% easy.
Will it?
I'd say
Easy,
so.
aye.
Easy for easy.
Easy. I don't think so. I think Ibarra's going to get into the 8. No, he's not getting into the 8. He'll get into double digits. He'll be like 89-11.
So there's me saying it'll be 90s, but you're like, no, 89-11. So far off.
It is groundbreaking, like. That would mean easy would have to go down like 5%.
Oh, good harm. Anyway, guys, that's it. Angel versus Gilly up next. Make sure you're voting. We'll catch you in the next one. But until then, peace. It was the penultimate matchup of the round 2 King of the Mines MC tournament. It was President Dondo versus former President Bishop. Bishop now nothing, not even a vice president. He's nothing, he's just Bishop. Booster seat Bishop, but Bishop was still big enough and strong enough and popular enough to defeat Stockton's Dondo with 94% of the vote. So Bishop makes it into the next round. Bishop is in the quarterfinals and he will face the winner of the last matchup in round 2, which is going to be between Hank and Coco. I think that one could be very, very close. I mean, both Santo Padre members, both pretty popular. I know who I'm voting for. I think one of them's had their character developed quite a decent amount by the show, and the other one has had like 0 character development in my opinion. So yeah, one of them's dead, one of them's no longer with us, the other one is unfortunately still with us. So yeah, Hank versus Coco, I'll be putting the poll up to that one in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so make sure that you check it out, make sure you're voting, and it will be your last chance to get one of your favourite Mayans MC members into the quarterfinals. Like I said, the winner of Hank versus Coco will face Bishop, one more matchup, and then we are down to the last 8. So yeah, getting close to the final of this tournament. Really, really looking forward to it. In terms of who we still have in the tournament, we have to go all the way up to the top of the draw, and we have Gilly. He takes on Angel in the first quarterfinal matchup. We have Ibarra taking on Easy. In the second, we have Kanchi taking on El Padrino. And then, as I already mentioned, we have Bishop awaiting the winner of this one. So, yeah, guys, should be good. We'll see who gets who in the next round. And make sure you're voting, make sure you're liking, make sure you're watching these vids, and we will catch you in the next one. But until then, peace. The King of the Mayans MC tournament returns for another round 2 matchup. It was President versus President. It was actually the 2 guys that started the club. Marcus Alvarez, El Padrino, taking on his long-term brother not by blood, but brother by club. And these 2 started the Mayans 40 years ago, but unfortunately for them, only one guy can advance into the quarterfinals, and that man is El Padrino. He beat Diaz by 94% of the vote, so another big win for El Padrino. Defeated Manny in the opening round by 86%, and then defeated Diaz in the second round by 94%. And Alvarez will move on to the quarterfinals, the last 8, where he will take on another president, this time the Yuma president, Kanchi. So interesting to see if Alvarez can continue his journey in this King of the Mayans MC tournament. But so far, so good for Marcus. He hasn't been stopped, and I got a feeling he might not be. I could see our Marcus Alvarez going all the way to the final. But there's only a couple of matchups left now in the second round, 2 in total. And the next one up will be Dondo versus Bishop. The winner of that obviously moves into the quarterfinals, and then the last round 2 matchup should be a close one. It's going to be Hank versus Coco. And after those 2 matchups, we are in to the quarterfinals. We are down to the last 8. Not many more to go now. We're getting really, really close to the end of this tournament. Who's going to win it? It's getting tight, guys. It could go to multiple people. I think obviously Alvarez and Easy are the 2 favourites, but you never know. There's a couple of outsiders. Someone like Gilly seems to be really, really popular. Maybe due to his past experience and stuff like that as a vet. So Gilly could potentially be a dark horse in this tournament. But for now, it's El Padrino getting into the next round. Marcus Alvarez defeating Diaz. And the next poll will be up on the channel within the next 5 to 10 minutes. It'll be Dondo versus Bishop for a place in the next round. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. But until then, it's been the King of the Mines MC tournament. Make sure you're voting, make sure you're commenting, and we will see you next time out. Till then, though, peace. We're halfway through round 2 of the King of the Mayans MC tournament. It's Tika versus Kanchi, and the ticking time bomb for Tika has exploded. He's been eliminated. He's lost to the Yuma president, Kanshi. Kanshi has caught Ticker slipping, and he's beaten him with 78% of the vote to move into the quarterfinals. Kanchi now into the last 8. Can he go all the way? Can he win it? Based on who he could possibly face next, I'm going to probably say no. Up next in the next match up in round 2, we've got El Padrino, Marcus Alvarez taking on Diaz. Two presidents colliding, with obviously the winner going on to face Kanchi. But as for Kanchi and Ticker, easy win for Kanchi in the end. Although, remember, there was like 10 votes gone, and I'm pretty sure Ticker had like a decent lead. I think he's leading 7-3 after 10 votes there, but Kanchi did enough to come back. And yeah, for me, Kanchi's a much better character than Ticker. It surprises me that Ticker gets 22% of the vote. Honestly, I just can't fathom how 22% of people prefer Ticker over Kanchi, a guy that was like literally in one scene and was, practically like, stealing the drugs, tampering the drugs, lacing them with other stuff and killing, members inside. So I don't know what the big fascination. I'm actually surprised Ticker beat Gator in the opening round, and then for him to get 22% of the vote against Kanchi, I thought it was a bit strange. But anyway, forget about Ticker. His time is done. He meets Mr. Mayhem. Kanchi advances. Up next is El Padrino versus Diaz. The poll will be up for that in about 10 minutes, so make sure you're voting as we are getting to the latter stages. We're getting close to the end of this tournament. A couple more round 2 matches, and then we will be in the quarter finals. And we've got about an hour to go before the brand new episode, the penultimate episode of season 4 begins. Cannot wait. Will we get Tig triggered tonight? I hope so. I want him. Give us Tig. That's all I've got to say, guys. Till next time. Peace. Easy Reyes won't let anybody stand in his way, and that includes other members of the Mayans MC. He was taking on Medina in this second round matchup at the King of the Mayans tournament, and easily passes into the quarterfinals with a 94% win over Medina. Surprisingly though, it's actually 1% less than he got in his first round match against Lobo. So while Easy may not have won this one as comfortable, let's be real, still an easy, pun intended, victory for the vice president of Santo Padre. He safely is through into the quarters. Well, he will meet Ibarra. Ibarra's been on a roll, beating Ramos, beating Riz. 2 big wins for Ibarra. Can he pull off a massive upset though in the next round and defeat Easy? Honestly, I'm not too sure. As for Medina, he's said to be a mega popular in the Mayans MC, said to be one of the loved members. I was surprised he came through the first round. I didn't think he would beat El Palo, but he did beat El Palo. He beat El Palo comfortably. He got more than 75%. He got more than 3. He got more than 3 every 4. He got more than 3 out of 4 votes for every vote. So that was insane. 77% against El Palo. Didn't think Medina would win that. I thought El Palo would have managed to get in, but he didn't. And Medina's journey then ends in round 2 after he lost to Easy. So Easy then will face Ibarra in the quarterfinals. The winner of that will face the other quarterfinals matchup between, I believe it is Angel and what's that big guy called? Gilly. Hi, Gilly, that's the one. So we're getting closer, guys. We're getting close to the final. And you would expect, the matches now to be pretty damn close. There shouldn't be any more easy matches once we get to the quarterfinals. But obviously Easy, fan favourite, main character of the show. He could go right to the very end. I wouldn't be surprised if Easy wins it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That is the second round halfway completed. The top half of the draw has been finished. And now we move on to the bottom half of the draw, where the first second round matchup in the bottom half of the draw will be Ticker versus Kanchi. So, I mean, yeah, it's, maybe didn't expect to see Ticker in the second round. Kanchi as well. Has he been given an easy passage, perhaps? He defeated Jinx, Ticker defeated Gator, and now they will meet in round 2, and we're either going to see Ticker or Kanchi in the quarterfinals. I think Kanchi should win that one pretty easily, but you never know. Ticker Could be a ticking time bomb. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, that poll will be put up in the next 10 to 15 minutes, so make sure you're checking the community page. Make sure you vote for your favourite, and we'll see who manages to get in to the quarterfinals. So that's it, guys, for Fog Entertainment. I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below for more Mayans content, for more entertainment content, and we will catch you later. Till then, though, peace. The second round matchup of the King of the Mayans MC tournament is over. It was Gilly versus Rafi, and I'm not sure what's happening here. We kind of thought when we get into round 2, the matches will be tougher, you know, it'll be more popular, people will go up against each other. We understand round 1 there was quite a few mismatches, but we thought, you know what, round 2 is going to be a lot closer than round 1, but so far that turns out not to be the case. Gilly defeats Rafi with 96% of the vote. That is the most convincing win so far. Gilly's on an absolute roll. And in round 1, he steamrolled Cheppy with 95%, but in round 2, he's went even better. He's won with 96% of the vote. There was almost 600 votes, so it just shows you that Gilly is completely dominating here. And Gilly then defeats Rafi, and Gilly sets up a place in the quarter-finals where he will be taking on fellow Santo Padre member Angel. Pretty interesting. Gilly just knocked Angel's lights out a couple of episodes ago for trying to bring Letty some chicken nuggets and sleeping with her, so who knows? Angel will have a chance for revenge in the next round. Can he get the first shot on Gilly, or will Mr. 96% Gilly give Angel a 96% ass whooping? We will see, but it should be close. I think Gilly Angel has got potential to be 50-50. It could be as close as that, but that means it's going to be Angel versus Gilly in the quarterfinals, and the winner of that will move into the semis. So we're getting close to the final here, guys. We can almost see the final, and the final could include one of either Angel or Gilly. So good luck to those two going forward. But speaking of going forward, the next matchup in this King of the Mayans MC will be another round 2 matchup. It will be Ibarra. Yes, Ibarra versus Riz. So that could be close. Ibarra, as we know, came into it in Season 2 as a president. He's no longer with us, he's dead. But he's facing Riz, and even though Riz is a Santo Padre member, and Santo Padre members tend to do well, you need to remember that Riz was taken out pretty early in the series. I think he died at the end of episode 9 of Season 2. If you compare the next full patch member from the start, it's Coco's not the next death until episode 5 of Season 4. So, I mean, there's a huge gap between Riz and the rest of the Mayans MC Santo Padre characters. So, even though I think everybody loves Santo Padre and they love the members, Riz did die pretty early on in the series, so I think Ibarra could maybe take Riz. We will find out. The poll will be going up in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so make sure you're voting, and we will see which one of them moves into the quarter-finals. But that's going to do it, guys, for this video. Again, Gilly wins easy. Could Gilly win this? Gilly could be the fucking dark horse. We've seen Alvarez petting that horse in the last episode, but it could be Gilly riding the horse come the end of this tournament. So yeah, we'll see. Gilly on a roll. Can he keep it up in the next round? We will find out. But like I said, next round, match up, round 2, it will be not Rafi, fuck, he's eliminated. It will be Riz versus Ibarra. So yeah, big match coming up. Till next time, peace.
I had to beg on my hands and knees.
Oh, Riz, lay in a bed.
Right, Ibarra, Season 3, might have had to get down on his hands and knees and practically beg Kanchi, but based on this voting, I think Ibarra may have begged some of you guys for some votes, because he's won this one. Ibarra has defeated Dead Man Riz. Well, I guess Ibarra's Dead Man Ibarra, man. Both of these guys have had, well, I was going to say they both had bullets to the head. Ibarra had a bullet to the back of the head, and Riz just had his
and Diaz battered him, and Riz had his wee tube squished by a bender, so... yeah.
Riz had his tubes blocked by a
Fanuc.
faggot.
Sadly, Riz ain't going to meet Taza. I mean, they both go at the second round stage. Riz kind of looked like Taza, didn't he? He's like his son.
See, to be honest though, I mean, Riz probably would rather that tube get blocked than the other one, so...
Yeah, he went it. He went out a warrior. Damn it.
His death was pretty shite, like him just lying there, and the next minute Taza comes and holds the tube for like 10 seconds, and that's it.
It's like,
That's enough to knock out Riz. Big Riz, eh? El Secretary.
is that what Alvaro did here? Was fucking with the mail-in ballots, and he fucking just went over to Riz's house and went, nah. Nailed his letterbox shut, held the tube. Good night.
Anyway, Ibarra with 63% of the vote, Riz with 37. Ibarra advances into the next round. Ibarra in the quarterfinals. Did you think you'd see it?
No, but he's not getting past the course.
And why do you say that?
Because Easy's up next, and he's taking on everyone's favourite Medina.
Round 2 matchup, it's Easy Reyes versus Medina. You know what, Easy's become that much of a cunt, I think I might vote Medina. Not that my vote will matter. But
I might vote for Medina, not that my vote will matter.
if Medina can get 1%, then I'm happy enough with that.
I wouldn't be surprised here if Medina scrapes like 10%.
Well, we'll see.
I say that as if it's groundbreaking, but it's not. Like,
is it going to change our lives here if Medina gets 10%? Or
imagine he beat him.
I mean, if we had market, that'd be a big upset. But yeah, nah, Easy with a convincing win over Lobo. Medina somehow beating El Palo by 77% of the vote. Strange one, but yeah, it's going to be Easy versus Medina for a place in the quarterfinals, for a place against Ibarra. That poll will be getting put up in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so make sure you're in the community section of the channel. You can vote on that, and yeah, I'd say we're definitely we would be more than halfway through this now, wouldn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting towards the latter stages, so yeah, it should be interesting. Almost halfway through the round 2 matches, and then anybody could win this, but don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be Medina, put it that way.
No, Medina, get your ass on out of here, sucker.
I think Medina's about 24 hours away from meeting Mr. Mayhem.
Damn.
And on that note, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace. Round 2 is finally here. It's a matchup of 2 Santo Padre Giants. We've got Angel El Secretary. We've got Taza El Bomboy competing for a spot in round 3. I thought this was going to be close. I thought Taza might have edged it. I thought Taza might have just bummed out Angel, but in fact, he didn't. It was a whitewash. It was
Angel Day in the bombing.
It was a slaughter, and it's Taza that turns up with just 8% of the vote.
Fuck, was it that bad?
Yeah, 92% win for Angel. Can you... I'm confused. Can you put this into words? A lot of homophobicness on the channel. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, I mean,
who did Taza beat in the first round?
Flacco.
Who did Angel beat?
Nestor.
What was Angel's vote against Nestor?
77%.
I'd say that's about right. Like, I'm surprised it's 92, but I'm not surprised Nestor got more than Taza.
Yeah, so, yeah, no. Thoughts on why Taza did so bad here? Or?
Well, I mean, he's basically got everyone killed. He killed Riz. He shaved all his hair off. He's looking absolutely fucking retarded. And he's just shit, isn't he? Like, he thinks he's the fucking man. He killed one guy, and he's like, the bishop, that's us even. How the fuck are we even, mate?
Well, he's killed 2 guys. Killed Riz, like.
Right, well, you know what I mean.
Kill counts at 2, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Well, he's not killing Angel. Angel with the win. Angel now becomes the first person to make it into round 3, aka the quarterfinals. Angel will be taking on the winner of the next matchup, which is between Gilly and Ravi. Big Ravi there.
Back to Taza though, right? Kind of off topic, but see the fact you had like the whole Mayan like civil war thing at the start of this season, and like they're pally, but it's kind of like tension there. How much better would that have been if Palo actually survived?
Did what?
They could have played on that, could they not? Did he need to die in that season 3 finale? I'm fucking still bitter about that. El Palo, we love you.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it would have been pretty cool if Kanchi's outside in season 1 and El Palo's by his side.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Then he probably would have just dropped Taza, which I mean, I don't have a problem.
What would have happened if El Palo just revealed his secret? Like Alvarez comes in and goes, put the gun down, Esse. And then El Palo's just like, He takes it up the ass. El Pedrino. I mean,
What you doing, primo?
get out of the clubhouse. No, I mean, that would have been interesting. But convincing win for Angel. He moves into the quarterfinals. Like I said, the next matchup will be Gilly versus Rafi. The poll will be going up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you're voting in that one. How far can Angel go? Can he go all the way? That's the question. I think he's an insufferable prick. I hate the fucking guy. I mean, especially what he's just done in the recent episodes. I mean, he fucking sleeps with fucking dead Coco's daughter. He essentially does not give a shit about Nails and his dead baby. I mean, they've been completely blown out. And it's not just because Adelita came back, he went to fucking Letty's house again before that.
Yeah.
This is a guy that doesn't give a shit. This guy, he's got no morals. He's made out that he's the nicer out the Reyes, bro. He's got his mum's heart. Well, was fucking Marolia, whatever she called a bitch as well, because Marisol. This is not I would not say Angel's a nice guy.
Would you be surprised if Angel and Easy aren't even brothers?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be.
They're both fucking unlikable bastards, something like that.
I don't... Because they're not similar, like. They're really not.
Well, two different actors, like, in fairness, I mean.
No, but Angel's a fucking retard. Doesn't have a bit of IQ to his name. His actions are like... I don't know, he's just... He gets on like a kid.
So that's what you're going for in season 5?
I think they're not brothers.
They're not brothers?
But then I don't know, there's something weird going on.
Anyway, answer the question. Can Angel go all the way?
Of course he can. I think your final couple of people, man, you're going to have 8, predicting the semis, even though they could meet. I mean, you're going to have Easy, Alvarez, Angel, and fucking, who else is in there? Bishop. Big Bish.
Big Bish. Big Bish. Anyway, guys, that's it.
Pity from a Fanuc, but I do need help when I'm on the deck.
We're even now. That's it. Next matchup, Gilly versus Rafi, coming soon. But until then, peace. Alright guys, welcome back to King of the Mayans, MC here on Fog Entertainment. This tournament is getting to its latter stages. We're about to crown a King of the Mayans MC winner. And we can confirm that the first semi-finalists will be Angel Reyes. Now, am I happy about this? No. I thought this was going to be a close contest, especially with Gilly arguably being one of the standout characters from season 4. He's been one of the MVPs in my opinion of season 4. So I honestly thought Gilly would have gave Angel a really tough battle here. It would have been really, really close. But in the end, Angel won with 71% of the vote. Gilly could only pick up 29. And it's not Angel's biggest win. He did beat... I mean, it's Angel's least convincing win. He had a 92% win over Taza, which shocked me. A 77% win over Nestor in the first round. So, I mean, while Gilly has gave Angel the closest task so far, it's just annoying in my opinion that Angel's gone through and Gilly's not. Because I think Gilly is a better character. Gilly is a more likeable character. And even though up until, by the end of season 3, we didn't really know a lot about Gilly, we've learnt more about what kind of man Gilly is and what kind of person Gilly is in season 4. Whereas season 1, season 2, season 3 and season 4, the show has shown us that fucking Angel is a straight up asshole. I mean, he's a selfish bastard. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. So yeah, I'm not a big Angel fan. He'll screw anybody over, and yeah, there is times where he has a heart, but does he really have a heart when he's literally screwing people over? I mean, where was his heart when Coco was just dead and he was sleeping with his daughter? Where was his heart when Nails had lost the baby and he's too busy, getting back with his ex and not giving a shit about her? So, I mean, yeah, we've seen loads of... That's just season 4 examples. I mean, we've seen loads of shit that Angel's done in previous seasons where, yeah, this guy is incredibly selfish. And I'm not a big fan of Easy. Plus, he's a fucking crybaby. He literally moans about everything. Anything that doesn't go his way, he's complaining and moaning. It's like, fuck Angel. I don't like the guy. But I would say he's definitely the more compassionate brother, especially the way Easy's getting on. Easy, I don't think Easy's got a heart left. And if he does have a heart left, it's probably black by this stage. But yeah, Angel is into the semi-finals and he will take on the winner of the next tie, Abara versus Easy Reyes. So it's looking like we're going to have Angel versus Easy in the semi-finals. I'm looking forward to that. But first, Easy has to get past Abara. Abara, in my opinion, has been the underdog in both his matchups so far, but he came through against Ramos, he came through against Riz, and now we're going to see if Abara can pull off the upset of the tournament so far. Can he defeat Easy? Probably not, but we will find out. The poll for that will be going up on the channel in the community section in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so make sure you check it out, make sure you're voting, and we will catch you in the next video. Looking forward to the season finale tomorrow as well. You can expect a shitload of Mayan Fids over the next few weeks as well to cover that. So anyway guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. But until then, peace. The last quarter-final matchup is done. The King of the Mayans MC semi-final lineups are completed. And Bishop, Little Bish, Booster Seat Bish has defeated Coco by 65% of the vote. Welcome back guys to Fog Entertainment, another King of the Mayans video. We're almost there, we're almost at the end now. Just 3 more matchups remain, and Bishop was the last man through to the semi-finals with, in the end, it's not a convincing win, but it's a win by a big enough margin in my opinion, and he gets in to the next round. Personally, I voted for Coco, although what I would say is I think over the past couple of seasons we've seen a bit more development from Bischoff. I was going to call him Bischoff. Eric Bischoff. I'm back! No, not Eric Bischoff. Bishop, I don't know what his first name is. Ovalade Bishop or something. Who cares, right? I'm going to call him Booster Seat Bishop because that works for me. So yeah, Booster Seat Bishop, I do think his character has got better over the past 2 seasons, but I can't help think in season 4 he was a bit of a whiny bitch, I've got to be honest. I think he was. You know, I don't know, for me, I kind of liked him though at the start, I'm not going to lie. I respected him standing up to Alvarez and, you know, being a man and at the start of it, but I do feel like once he got his VP patch taken away from him, his VP title stripped, he did kind of decline in my opinion, and like really what was the point of Bishop? He just kind of sat around the table and fucking banged hookers and snorted cocaine, and plus I think he done Alvarez a bit dirty towards the end of the season. But anyway, he goes through. Coco, who died in season 4, well, he's now dead in the King of the Mayans. He has been eliminated, and Coco will be playing no future part in the King of the Mayans. But we can now look at the semi-final lineups. In this first semi-final, it's going to be Angel Reyes versus Easy Reyes, a battle of the brothers. That is going to be the first semi-final matchup. The poll will be put up in the community section of the page, so you can go, you can check that out, you can vote for your favourite brother, you can vote for who you want to make it in to the finale. And in the other semi-final, it's not quite brother versus brother, but you do feel like there's a family connection here. These guys are close. Hell, maybe they're closer than the actual brothers. It's El Padrino, Marcus Alvarez taking on Bishop. So one of these 4 will go on to win this and be crowned King of the Mayans. For it to happen, vote for your favourite, and one of these 4 will be successful. One of these 4 will be sitting at the head of the table. But for now, Bishop has eliminated Coco. Up next, it's Easy versus Angel. And yeah, looking forward to it, guys. The King of the Mayans MC tournament is coming to a close soon, so keep voting while you can. Vote for your favourites, and maybe, just maybe, they might win. If not, they'll meet Mr. Mayhem. Anyway, that's it. Till next time, like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace. Bow down to the king. Down. 2-month hiatus, 3-month hiatus. We're back, guys. King of the Mayans returns. Why did it ever go? Why did it ever leave? Well, we came under attack for another charter, aka YouTube, and we had to, like I said, we said in our last video, we're currently waiting on retaliation here, so we're trying to downplay it, but you know what?
Dog
We thought,
Entertainment gives you a green light.
right, we thought, you know what? Green light. Screw this. We can't wait on executive decisions. We need to get back in the video making groove, and that's exactly what we are doing right here, right now. So the last matchup that we put up for a poll, put up for a vote, was President of Tucson Ibarra versus VP of Santa Padre, Easy Reyes, and it was, no pun intended, an easy victory for Easy. He won with 88% of the vote.
You must have to scroll back a while to get that one.
I did have to scroll back. Defeating Ibarra, so yeah, a massive win for Easy. He advances to the semi-finals, and he sets up a brother versus brother tie. So it's going to be Easy versus Angel in one of the semi-finals, which Reyes brother will claim their place in the King of the Mayans final. We will find that out. Not yet, because there's still more quarterfinal matchups to go. We still have Canche versus El Padrino and Bishop versus Coco. I think it's fair to say El Padrino will beat Canche, but I don't know, Coco Bishop, that could be close.
I feel like Coco had a lot of hype, but I feel like they just killed him in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean,
No
Coco...
pun intended, they actually did kill him, but
I mean, Coco's one of my favorite... Coco might be my favourite character, but... I don't know, see when you turn into a junkie, like, I just lose hope for you.
A junkie and a rat when he stole from them?
I don't know, fuck me.
And then has
a shite dad.
Then has a go at everyone else. It's just fucking...
Shite dad as well, I mean, doesn't look too good for Coco, but anyway, regardless, Easy Reyes defeats Ibarra. Like I said, the Reyes brothers then will contest that semi-final spot, and we're getting close, guys, to the King of the Mayans tournament. So tournament finish.
The Reyes brothers and El Padrino versus Bishop.
Oh, it'd be tasty.
I think it's going to boil down to Easy El Padrino. I've got a feeling Alvarez is going to win.
So yeah, like
he's the king, isn't he? Like so.
I hope so. I know who I'll be following. I know where my loyalty lies. Yes, sir.
The guy who says Alvarez.
Yeah, so expect this to continue. It's going to be a daily upload for the next, I mean, I say that as if it's got long to go. For the next, like, 4 or 5 days, it's going to be daily King of the Mayans content. But like I said, when we finish this, got a lot more tournaments planned like this. Got Queen of the Mayans. We're going to perhaps do some Sons of Anarchy tournaments as well. And we might even branch out to other TV shows. We might even do an almighty huge, you know, like, 128 person, all from TV shows combined, if you want to see that. But that's going to be down the line. First, we need to determine who is the true King of the Mayans. Who deserves to sit at the top seat with the top rocker, with a gavel in his hand and a cigar in the other.
Scotty! Damn right, looking forward to it. Loads of stuff. Could even do one about who's like main character. Why is it all the top TV shows? One like that, but I like your idea as well, it's pretty good.
And on that note, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Remember to check the poll for the next matchup. It is Canche versus El Padrino. It will be on the channel in the community section. But here, our polls have really good numbers, so we know that you know how the polls work. We don't need to explain step by step.
This ain't fog racing, bro. This is fog entertainment.
Pole position, damn it. Right, that's it, guys. Till next time, vote on the poll, Canche or El Padrino. But until next time, peace. It's quarter-final time. It's Canche versus El Padrino. And that can only mean one thing. Fog Entertainment is back. And it is back with another King of the Mayans MC video. Apologies, guys, for pretty much going AWOL with the whole King of the Mayans tournament. Just complications. This thing was running smoothly. We were debuting it every single night. You were getting daily King of the Mayans. And then YouTube they kind of put their foot down on us. They kind of like stomped on us, but we fought back and we're back now, and we're back with King of the Mayans. We're at the quarter-final stage. This was the penultimate quarter-final match, and I can confirm that the voting is in. It is official, and Alvarez, El Padrino, has beat Canche by 96% to 4 in the votes. That is insane. Look, I like Canche. I think Canche was a really good character. Now, I don't prefer him over El Padrino. Obviously, I do not. But I am surprised that he only got 4% of the vote, man. That is like one of the most convincing wins. That might be the biggest win, actually, of the tournament so far. I would need to go back and check it, but to get 96%, that is absolutely insane. So Alvarez is now the third person into the semi-finals. He will meet the winner of our last quarter-final matchup between Bishop and Coco. Two fan favourites, but only one of them can advance, and whoever does advance, they will meet El Padrino in that second semi-final. Of course, for those of you that have lost track, the first semi-final is going to be a showdown, a battle of the brawlers. It's Angel versus Easy. So the winner of Angel versus Easy will move in to the final, and then it will be the other semi-final, which will consist of El Padrino and whoever wins between Coco and Bishop. Then the winner of that, those three will be down to one, and that one will move on to the final to face the winner of the brawlers, Angel and Easy. So we're almost at the end of the King of the Mayans tournament. We are almost about to crown a winner. We're going to see who the fan favourites of the Mayans MC really is. But yeah, guys, there's no reason to panic. There's no need to panic. That's not going to be the end of the tournaments. They're going to be flying out thick and fast. Got lots of stuff lined up, lots of exciting stuff ready to bring to the channel. But like I said, it's one thing at a time. We need to come to the end of this King of the Mayans tournament. And again, apologies that there's been, like, you know, month breaks at a time and stuff like that, and it didn't run as smoothly as we wanted. But we're going to finish it. It's going to be completed, and we will get there eventually on this long road. There will be a king at the end of it. As Easy would say, one true king. Will it be him though? It might be. Will it be Angel? It might be. Will it be El Padrino? It might be. Or will it be the winner of our next matchup, Bishop versus Coco? It might be one of them. You can go on the community page. The poll will be up. If you prefer Bishop, vote for Bishop. If you prefer Coco, vote for Coco. And yeah, we will have a winner, and then we will move on to the semi. So that's it, guys. Till next time, leave a like, leave a comment. King of the Mayans continues on Fog Entertainment. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace. It was brother versus brother, Reyes versus Reyes, in the first semi-final of the King of the Mayans MC. Two doesn't go into one. That means only one of the Reyes brothers, only one of these Santo Padre members could advance to the semi. And we have a winner, and it's a pretty unanimous decision here. It's Easy Reyes beating his brother Angel with 75% of the vote. That comes as pretty much an absolute shock to me. We know that Easy has been on a riot. He's been running past people on his way to the semi-final, and that's totally expected. But so has Angel. Angel's had a pretty easy passage to the final, not in terms of who he's been up against, but just in terms of how he has dominated opponents. Apart from really Gilly, where it was a little bit close, Angel has been convincing getting to the final, and I thought Angel was more popular than this. I thought this one could have been a lot closer. I actually had a small feeling that Angel might have actually pulled off the upset and defeated Easy to get into the final, but it doesn't look like that's the case. It looks like everybody prefers the brother that kills everybody rather than the brother that sleeps with everybody, and that brother appears to be Easy. So Easy is the first man into the final. Easy, he already feels like he's the king. 3 kings? Nah, Easy doesn't want 3 kings. He wanted 1 king, and now maybe looking at it in hindsight, maybe that 1 king he wanted wasn't Bishop. Maybe that 1 king was himself. And now he's got a chance to be the king. He's got a chance to crown himself king of the Mayans. But he's got one more matchup to win. He has to win the finale. And who's he going to be up against the finale? Well, it's not going to be his brother Angel. He's already eliminated Angel. Angel has met Mr. Mayhem. I would say the Spanish version of it, but it's not as over, so we're going to call it Mr. Mayhem. Kamikatz fucking sucks. So yeah, the second semi-final will be coming up next. It's going to be Bishop versus Alvarez. 2 guys that actually maybe see each other as brothers, or maybe Bishop looks at Alvarez as more of an uncle. Who knows? Who cares? Regardless, it's Bishop, Alvarez, El Padrino, Mr. Booster Seat. Only one can advance to the semi. I mean, only one, they're in the semis, only one can advance to the final. And we know that Easy's there, Easy's waiting, but who will his opponent be? Will it be the man that he essentially kicked out the club, Alvarez, or will it be the man that he pretty much promised the president's seat and then he just demoted him to VP, Bishop? It has to be one of them. We'll find out who it is. Going to put the poll up on the community section of the channel, so you can go and find it, you can go and vote on it, and we will get our 2 semi. Fucking keep saying semi-final. We'll get our 2 finalists, guys. We'll do it, and we will eventually, after about 6 months, crown a king of the Mayans. That's it. Easy defeats Angel. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. This is my fucking club, Alvarez, El Padrino, proving that it is indeed his club. He has defeated the former president of Santo Padre, the former Oakland president, standing tall. I don't even know where his position is at the moment in the show. Last time we seen him, he had the kill switch used on him. He basically hanged his cut over his bicycle, or his motorcycle, whatever you want to call it. And that was the last we've seen of Alvarez. So I'm assuming he's still in the club. But what I can guarantee is he's still in this King of the Mayans MC tournament. And not only is he still in it, he's into the final. He has defeated Bishop. I mean, it was close. It was pretty close compared to how most of El Padrino's matchups have went so far in this tournament. But still, a relatively easy win. 79% of the vote Alvarez got compared to 21% of the vote for Bishop. And Alvarez will now take his rightful seat in the final, and he will be up against Easy, the poster boy of Mayans MC, the guy that essentially stabbed him in the back, got him kicked out of his president's chair, and it's going to be interesting to see who's going to win, who has the most fans, who has the most popularity, who will be the king of the Mayans. They talked about one true king in the show. Well, we're about to find out who that one true king is going to be, because it will be Easy versus Alvarez in the final, and whoever wins will be the official king of the Mayans MC winner. So that's it. Who's going to be standing tall? Will it be Alvarez or will it be Easy? I do not know, but the poll will be up shortly on the channel. Check the community section. You can vote on that. Shout out though to Angel and Bishop, both guys getting to the semis, both guys putting in, you know, a good run, a good account of themselves, but in the end, they couldn't get past Easy and Alvarez, and it's going to be Easy and Alvarez in the final to crown the king, to crown the #1, the numero uno champion. That's it, guys. Make sure you vote. Make sure you check out the poll. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, though, peace. The king of the Mayans MC tournament final is upon us. It's going to be Easy taking on El Padrino, but we're going to find out how both of these guys got there. I think it's pretty fair to say these two are the most popular characters, and based on this tournament, I think that just proves it. Both Easy and El Padrino getting to the finals without really being tested, without really, you know, coming close to losing. So we're going to look at how they both got there. Now, the vote for the poll will be up on the channel. If you check the community sections, you can go and vote on that to determine who you want to be the winner, who you want to be the one true king. Will it be Easy? Will it be El Padrino? That is entirely up to you. You can vote whatever way you want. But first, let's have a look at how they got to the final. First up with Easy. So, Easy, we can see he was drawn number 13 in the seeding. He came up against Lobo in round 1. Honestly, can't really remember who Lobo was. So an easy win for Easy, no pun intended, 95% of the vote. Then in round 2, he defeated Medina with 94% of the vote. So you can see two massive victories here for Easy. First up, beating Lobo, and then defeating Medina. So far, so good for Easy. Then in the quarterfinals, it was Easy against Ibarra. And finally, Easy for the first time dropped under the 90%. statistics, he only got, I say only, it's still a massive amount, but 88% easy beat Ibarra by Ibarra, then done well here to get 12% of the vote, in my opinion. Easy then advanced to the semis, where he beat his brother, Angel. It was Reyes versus Reyes. It was Easy versus Angel, and Easy got 75% of the vote. So, I mean, this was Easy's hardest matchup of the tournament, but still, it was relatively easy, relatively comfortable for Easy Reyes. Now, if we look at how El Padrino Alvarez made the final, first up, it was pretty tricky for him. He took on Manny, a newcomer in Season 4. A lot of people like Manny, and you can tell that because El Padrino only got 86% of the vote, which if you look at the rest of it, is actually, you know, it just shows that Manny's pretty popular because El Padrino has won the other matchups relatively convincingly. You know, it's been damn easy for him. But yeah, he got 86% of the vote against Manny. Second round against Diaz, 94% of the vote. Then in the quarterfinals, he got 96% of the vote against Kanchi. Semi-finals proved a bit more difficult, but he still beat Bishop with 79% of the vote. So almost 4/5 of the people voted for Alvarez. And now that is him in the final, where it will be Alvarez versus Easy, and we will crown a winner. We will crown a king of the Mayans MC winner. So that's it, guys. That is it. Who's going to win? The rest is up to you. If you want Easy to win, vote for Easy. If you want Alvarez El Padrino to win, vote for Alvarez El Padrino. And we will finally crown a winner of this King of the Mayans MC tournament. Till next time, leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure you vote. That's the most important part. The poll. Community section. Get it done. Pick your one king. Pick your one president. And we'll see if your wish comes true. That's it, guys. Till next time. Peace. One true king, you say? Well, that true king is here. The King of the Mayans MC tournament finally came down to this. We started with 32 Mayans. 30 of those wetbacks have been eliminated. 30 of those wetbacks have met Mr. Mayhem, and now we're down to 2. It's Easy Reyes versus El Padrino, the king. El Padrino, the guy that started all this, versus Easy Reyes, arguably the guy that wants to fucking end it all, the guy that wants to bring it all down, the guy that is destroying the Mayans from the inside out. It would put it down to the poll, and it was a very, very close battle. Probably one of the closest battles we've had in the entire series. But in the end, drum roll please. Dun 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 dun, senor. your winner, and technically still King of the Mayans, it is El Padrino. Marcus Alvarez wins with 58% of the vote, defeating. It's crazy that, I think it's crazy like that. Easy was, you know, start off as prospect and then 4 seasons later he's president. Doesn't seem right. Imagine Halfsack just taking Clay's chair off him, be like, "Here, Clay, this chair belongs to me now. Me, my one nut."
45 grand down the drain. Ah, well, Clay, meet Mr. Mayhem. But aye, not even with many time skips.
No, there's not. So let's have a look then at El Padrino's way to victory. So in the first round, El Padrino came up against Manny. And until the final, well, until the semi-final, it was El Padrino's toughest tie. He defeated Manny with 86% of the vote. Then he moved on to the second round and came up against a fellow president in Diaz, but he won easily, 94% of the vote. Then he came up against another president, Kanchi, and won with 96% of the vote. So I think it's fair to say El Padrino did not get an easy passage here. His first 3 matchups, he was against the newcomer in Season 4, Manny, who was very popular. Then he had back-to-back ties against presidents, Diaz and Kanchi.
Yeah, so it was a very tough run, but he was always... And
then semi-final, he comes up against former president Bishop. Beats Bishop by 79% of the vote. That's an unbelievable journey there from El Padrino. Well and truly deserved to get there based on the fact that he beat those 4 people. And then, as we said, as we discussed in the final, he beat Easy. And it wasn't easy. It was pretty hard, but he done it anyway with 58% of the vote.
And El Padrino
is where he belongs, at the top of the Mayan food chain, baby.
Now, Easy came runner up here, but let's look at how Easy got to the final. Did
Take
he?
it easy. Down, down,
What?
down.
I'm looking at Easy's passage here. First tie, he came up against Lobo.
I
He
have.
won with 95%. Pretty easy.
Who the fuck voted for Lobo?
Five-
You local?
5% of people actually. And then we moved on to the second round. Easy was up against Medina. 94. I mean, Easy had a much easier tie, no pun intended, than Alvarez. Beat Medina by 94%. Then he came up against Ibarra. Beat Ibarra by 88%.
Ibarra made it to the course.
Who did he beat? Ibarra beat Ramos and Riz.
He beat Riz.
Surprised about that. Then in the semi-final, Easy, with his toughest matchup to date, was taking on his brother versus brother.
Brother.
And he won with 3/4 of the vote, 75%. But then he got to the final, and that's where his journey ended. Well, technically, that's where the whole tournament ended, but it ended in favour of El Padrino, and he is the one true king. So, Easy, take that kill switch and shove up your fucking arse. El Padrino's going nowhere, and he is sitting at the top of the Mayans MC table. At least in our eyes, at least in the eyes of Fog Entertainment, in the eyes of Elgin, what's that? I'm sure.
Elgin James.
Elgin James and his fucking wetback eyes, then maybe not. El Padrino's been shafted, but in our eyes, El Padrino's the man. Marcus Alvarez, what a guy.
Hey, gringo, Elgin James, you are meeting Mr. Mayhem.
Yeah, so El Padrino, man, I want to see more of El Padrino season. El Padrino fucking taking back his seat, taking back the president patch. Has to happen. It's happened here. Hopefully it'll happen in season 5. Anyway, guys, that's it. King of the Minds MC tournament has come to an end. We started it a long time ago, and unfortunately there was a few bumpy roads on the way, but we finally got it done.
I'll tell you what we're into. Making fucking money.
Making fucking fids as well. So if you want more fids like this, stay tuned on the channel. We're going to be bringing you a brand new tournament coming soon. We've crowned a King of the Mines. Up next, we need to crown a Queen of the Mines, and it's going to feature 20 of the most popular women from the show. So that tournament
20?
will be starting.
I could do a tournament with 20.
Well, I couldn't really find 32, so I had to.
16 would do, but...
I didn't want to job it for people.
Alright, 20 a day.
Well, 20. Some people get buys, but it is what it is. I mean, hold on. Easy fucking got
4 buys, essentially.
exactly. So, what's a couple of buys in the first round? Anyway, that's it. Queen of the Mines will be coming soon to the channel, so make sure you are checking regularly. Make sure you're subscribed for all the updates, for all the new uploads. And that is it, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. But until then, peace.